Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. Part 2 of 3, Born Day, from Magnify Brewing. We did their Born Day 7th anniversary kind of birthday cakey barrel aged craziness. We're now going to do their Born Day 7th anniversary hazelnut and banana. We'll speed through it. So we got 3 bottles of Born Day from our boy Mikey. 0 carb on this one. And he basically gave us a bunch of beer when we met up at Warwick Farm Brewing, and I figured, 3 out of the 4 that he gave me was some anniversary stuff from Magnify, so I figured I'd do them all kind of in a row, see where we land. So, yeah, not much of carbonation on this sucker. It still spritzes a little bit, has a little bit of carb, but not much. Born Day pretty much looks exactly like the other label. And, so that variant, like I said, was like a birthday cake kind of craziness. This one is a birthday cake Imperial Stout with cake batter, aged in 7-year W.L. Weller bourbon barrels for 1 year and conditioned on wild pie, banana, hazelnut, and cacao nibs. 12.5%. So, yeah. Nose. Wow. Aggressively roasty with banana. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's almost like a banana coffee kind of vibe I'm getting off the sucker. That's kind of wild, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, those hazelnuts, I think, is what I'm perceiving as a more kind of coffee component, but it definitely comes off aromatically quite a bit more boisterous than the other one. Still has those same kind of vibes, kind of lighter, kind of roasty, toasty, kind of stout, decent barrel kind of, or I should say spirit presence without being overtly hot, but it really is a combination of banana and hazelnut that really kind of drives the day here. Yeah, same beer but different. Working towards doing a super cuvee as a separate video for this one, so we'll see where we land. Let's dive in. Cheers. Way sweeter because of the banana side of things. And that hazelnut really comes through. This is much more of a sweeter kind of aggressively pastry kind of beer compared to the other one. Even though they're both kind of in the same similar vein, this one just has almost like a nerd kind of vibe to it, the way you taste banana from a nerd, that kind of thing. The sweetness kind of comes off that way, and by nerds I mean like not nerds. Is it nerds? Runts. That's what I'm talking about. The banana kind of comes off runty, and then but the hazelnut is kind of grounding here. Again, when I originally talked about it, it was more of a roasty, toasty kind of thing when I initially tasted it. I think that's the hazelnut doing a lot of heavy lifting here and kind of tempering the sweetness on this beer. Super appreciate that being involved. But man, this is pastry shout to the nth degree. This is like something like, I don't want to get too judgy, but there's some people that just love, hazies. Some people that just love smoothie sours. Some people that just love pastry stouts. And that's kind of where this one kind of lands for me. The previous version, the first one I reviewed, had a lot of these kind of pastry stout kind of vibes to it, but there was kind of like a cool kind of core to it, a cool kind of essence to it. Whereas this one's just a little bit just like, I don't want to say sickly sweet, but it's very much sweet on sweet on sweet that leans heavily into those kind of pastry values. Again, I'm not hating on it. If that's what you love, you do you. But compared to the other one, this is just a little bit too much. Too much? for lack of a better term. But at the same time, if this is what you dig on, if this is your jam, then you can see somebody really going gaga over this. A fun beer. Fun beer. Fun 2 out of 3 so far. We have that 8th Born Day to kind of dive into and see where that sucker lands. But, if you're talking about a birthday cake, barrel-aged, banana, hazelnut beer, this is delivering the goods, but in the grand scheme of things, it's almost getting to that kind of not really beer portion of the show because of how much adjunct and all that stuff going on. But as far as a tasty beverage, 100%. Foots the bill. You just have to like sweeter stuff. That's kind of my 2 cents when it comes to this sucker. Kind of pumped to do the Super Cuvée on all 3 of these, to be perfectly honest with you. So let's work towards that. So anyway, it's one of the better pastry stouts I've had as of late. Fine, in the conversation, not Mount Rushmore status, but man, if my sole purpose was enjoying pastry stouts, this probably would be S tier for me, but it's just not my jam. So take that for what it's worth. Value and availability. It's a couple of years old from the brewery. I assume these are $20, give or take a bottle. Mikey, let me know what you paid for these and leave you with, if you like what we like these beers. If you're a pastry stout fan, you will love this. If you're more I like Imperial Stout barrel aged with a little bit of pastry vibes, might be a little bit too kind of left field leaning in that kind of sweetness kind of category, but in the grand scheme of things, if you're a pastry jam person, you'll dig this. So there you go. Reviewing the books. Hopefully you enjoyed. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out in the social media stuff. Beer Massive podcasting stuff. And have you had this beer from Magnify? Had their beers? What's your favorite beer? The whole jam. But have you had this beer recently and originally when it originally came out? All that fun stuff down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully you enjoyed a bit of barrel-aged pastry sweetness right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.